Hi everyone, welcome to my pregnancy vlogs. Yay! I can't believe I'm doing my own pregnancy vlogs. Yeah, I always thought like after pregnancy with Dylan that I was just enjoying watching everyone's pregnancy videos. I thought next time I'm gonna have my own, and I hope this pregnancy is viable so that I can continue and have a good record. First of all, that will be perfect. I can show it to my baby later, and second, I love enjoying everyone's pregnancy, they share their experience, and I wanted to share my own experience with others too, so that's cool. Like, that's a cool thing to do. I really loved it, so I'm happy doing it my own. Yeah, so based on my applications, I'm 5 weeks, 3 days pregnant now, and it's like too early. My doctor says, well, it's too early to see anything. My LMP was September the 1st, 2014. So basically that was the first cycle after Dylan's birth. Like, Dylan is 17 months, several days now. I'm still nursing him, so I never got a cycle back up until September 1st. That was my very first cycle I got, and we thought, yeah, let's try it. So I was really hopeful that we can get pregnant with the first cycle, and we did it. So I'm so really happy for it, thankful to God. But I'm not sure. I'm still skeptical because first of all, because of my age, and second, because the 2 miscarriages prior to Dylan's pregnancy that I had blighted ovums both times. So it was a sac. I mentioned in my previous videos that before Dylan's pregnancy I had 2 blighted ovums, and every time I had to do a DNC operation to remove it. Basically there was sac, no baby in it. So with Dylan, my first ultrasound was done around week 6, week 6, day 2 days, like 6 weeks and 2 days pregnant I was. And with the first ultrasound we saw fetal pole, and the beeping dot on the screen, that was the heartbeat, and like, it was really the best experience ever in my life. With this one, it's still too early to say. As I mentioned, I'm 5 weeks, 3 days pregnant. LMP September 1st, 2014, and I saw my BFP on the stick last week, October the 2nd. So it's a week now that I know, 8 days now basically that I know I'm pregnant. And from September 1st that I got my cycle, that was my first day of period, I started taking Pregvit vitamins, pregnancy vitamins. And okay, so let me tell you about my appointments today. We had the appointment with my family doctor, also the early pregnancy today. At first it was with my family doctor. He said, oh, at the same time I have all the cold symptoms, I'm coughing all the day, and I have lots of discharges from my throat, which makes me gag and throw up. That's not pregnancy related. That's probably because every time I'm cold or have a sick, I have lots of discharges, which causes me to throw up. But have post-nasal drip, and that's like a terrible thing to have. So yeah, well, that was another reason I saw my family doctor today, but I said I don't want any medication during the first trimester. So he said it's too early to go even to early pregnancy clinic. I'd better stay for another week because they do ultrasound, and I won't see anything and I'll be upset. And basically he said there is no point going there at this stage, but because we had already booked the appointment. We said, what the heck, we might as well go there. If we need, we'll book another appointment for next week or the week after. So yeah, so because I'm already taking prenatal vitamins, he didn't prescribe anything. I had it, and I'll have all the refills. Like, I can ask for refills every time. And then after that we went to early pregnancy clinic. I did beta HCG test, and the number was it was 13,890. So 13890, that was the number. And doctor said, the OB at early pregnancy clinic said that's good. He said that's good, high enough for this stage. And the sac measured 5 weeks 4 days, and she said it measures right on time, and the beta HCG level is good, but the sac was so small she couldn't see, like she could barely see inside it. So she said it's too early to see any fetal pole or anything. I could come back next week, and even next week she will probably do an internal. She said if she does the internal ultrasound today, still there is no chance, so why should I hurt myself doing that? It's better to stay next week. So yeah, we saw the sac, so she said it's good that it's in the right location, it's not outside or in the fallopian tubes or anything like that. Because the concern was that I have a little bit of shooting pain on my both sides. One day I had it on my left, and another day I had it on my right. It feels like ovary pain, or I can say it feels like hernia pain, like diaphragm muscle stretching pain. I had it with all my 3 pregnancies. So far, with the first 2 it was much more, with Dylan it was less, but still I had it with Dylan. Again, this time I'm having it. Probably a doctor said every time it's the muscle stretching, something like that. So every time there was no obvious cause for it. So I'm guessing still same thing, whatever happens, it happens through all my pregnancies. So yeah, doctor said come back in 2 weeks. We said, can we come next week? Yeah, I'm gonna do internal ultrasound if it's needed. And she said, yeah, what the heck, come in next week. Then if we don't see it again, we'll schedule another one. So I know I'm stressing myself too much, but I'm really like, when it comes to pregnancy, I have 0 patience. Sorry, my camera was cut off, no sufficient space, so I had to remove some files and then come back. Yeah, I was talking about Dylan still nursing, so even the OB said should stop it. It is difficult because he is really enjoying his time during, especially night. During morning he goes to daycare, so I nurse him when he wakes up like 6 a.m. Then I don't nurse him during the day until I see him. Most of the time, like recently, I've tried to not nurse him. Like his father will feed him before he comes to the train station to pick me up. So he takes him from daycare, feeds him, makes sure he is full, so that he doesn't want to nurse when he sees me. Even if he wants to nurse, it will be like for a minute or less. But when he wants to sleep, even if he doesn't nurse before sleeping, he wakes up in the middle of the night like a couple of times, and he really like goes through full nursing session. So I know it's not good, not healthy for his teeth, or not good for my baby, like this pregnancy, my condition. I have to gradually stop it. So right now, as I mentioned, I'm trying by cutting off the sessions and taking like putting it only for nighttime. But I don't know, like I have to make sure he's really well fed and full before he goes to bed so he doesn't wake up. So let me talk about my symptoms. I talked a lot without saying anything about my symptoms. First symptom that I've noticed started with my LMP, like last menstrual period. So I started feeling nauseous with my period. So I don't know if being nauseous is related to pregnancy or not. For years, like since I was born, probably since I remember, I always was sick on the car or on long trips. I get car sick a lot. But after I gave birth to Dylan, it all stopped and I had no reflux anymore, no surge of acid in the morning when I wake up. Like most of the time when I woke up, I would throw up acid. That was like my reflux thing. But it was like I grew out of it. Like it was done with the birth of Dylan. It was all gone, and for years I suffered from it. But it's been like almost a year and a half that I didn't have it anymore, and I can wake up now like a human being, like not like a zombie. But with my period it started, so I guess it is hormonal as well. Anyways, having said that, the nausea was much bad during the past couple of weeks, which I call it pregnancy symptom. I threw up 3 times so far. One of them was pregnancy related. Yeah, I was taking a shower and it was so hot and so moist inside the shower, and I felt nauseous and then I throw up. But the other 2 times I throw up was just because of my excess of saliva and discharges going down my throat. That was cold related. It happens when I have cold sometimes, when I have sore throat or stuff. So yeah, that's the pregnancy symptoms. Not craving so far. With Dylan, I didn't have any special craving. I just have tendency for greens and healthy food and fruits and stuff like that. Nothing special or odd or anything like that. I'm trying to stay away from sugar or salt. With Dylan, I had terrible edema on my feet and terrible swelling. I don't want to go through that anymore. I'm gonna try to cut down in my intake of salt and sugar. From my family doctor today, I got referral for an OB, and interesting enough that the OB that I wanted referral for, who is the same OB as with Dylan's pregnancy, was today the doctor at early pregnancy clinic. So she saw me today, and she said the first thing, she said, "Is it a good thing or bad thing I see you again?" I said, "I don't know, you tell me." And yeah, okay, and I asked the doctor, the family doctor, to give me another referral for the genetics department at another hospital, which we dealt with during Dylan's pregnancy as well. So we did all the genetics and amniocentesis and stuff through them. So this time again we needed a referral. I'm gonna do amniocentesis test as soon as possible, and I hope for the best. I don't know, so it's too early to say anything. It's just my thoughts and my hopes that I'm talking about. So thank you very much for listening to this video, watching this video, and I hope I'll be back next week with better news, with good news, and see you next week. Bye.